Dominion. A salute to the Air Force men of America.
.694 to Big Thunder Tower. I have a fire warning light. Clear for emergency landing.
Big Thunder to 694. Are you armed?
Roger, Big Thunder. I'm carrying one 250-pound bomb.
694, please throw arming switch to safe position and release bomb in disposal area.
Will do. 694 out.
Sure did.
Nothing like an emergency to start the day. That could have been a good one.
Too low to bail out, too high to walk home. One thing we learned, the crash and fire crews were on the ball. They were all over me before I stopped rolling.
What now?
I put a 250-pound general purpose bomb in the drop area. We gotta find it.
An Easter egg hunt in September. One thing about the Air Force, never a dull moment.
And this triangle is the cone of search, Sergeant, as nearly as we could work it out from my airspeed, altitude, and course at the time the bomb was dropped.
It's the rough end of the drop area, sir, full of gullies and dry washes. Brush is pretty thick, too. If a man stumbles, he's got to walk a considerable distance before he's got room to fall down.
Bad as that, huh?
Oh, not quite, but it's a tough place to search. You dropped it safe, sir. The arming wire went with the bomb.
Right.
It could have gone almost to the fence.
We thought of that, Sergeant. One nice thing about 250-pounders, they're not easy to carry away.
You never know what happens when they hit. It could have buried itself, could have skated through the brush and lost that wire and armed both fuses. In that case, any kind of a bump can set it off. 125 pounds of TNT make quite a bang.
Hey, you know something? This thing's busted. What are we gonna do with it? What do we always do with stuff we find? Take it to the shack so we can take it apart. It's a bomb, ain't it? What if it goes off? It's busted. It fell a whole mile and nothing happened. Yeah, I guess so.
We're going to start at this end and work toward the far fence. Now, keep your eyes open. We don't have to do this twice. Now, the guy that finds the bomb doesn't touch it. Nobody touches the bomb till I take the fuses out. You got that? Bad enough to be hunting a bomb. I don't want to be hunting pieces of you guys. All right, let's move out. Now, what I want you to do, take the Jeep back to the far end of the drop area. As the road runs alongside the fence there. Park the Jeep and work your way back to us, okay? Up to here, we had it easy. Now I make like mountain goats. Well, let's be about it. The sooner we find that bomb, the sooner we get back in the shade.
Here's the OD list for your signature.
Yes, Sergeant?
We got problems, sir. Some kids swiped our bomb.
Kids, how do you know?
Footprints. About that long.
Get me Chief Hagedorn. Check the map and an aerial photo, Willie. We'll start with the houses close to the drop area. That is, if we have time to start at all. Hello, Chief. This is Steve. I had to release a 250-pound bomb on our fenced drop area this morning. We sent some men out to recover it, no luck. Some small boys got there first.
A live one?
Oh, that's right. It's the real thing, 250 pounds of it.
Kids couldn't carry away anything that big.
That's what I told myself until I remembered how it was when I was a kid. We'll need radio and TV help. Special announcements alerting both the parents and kids. All we want is the bomb back, no questions asked. Got it?
Got it.
The bomb was dropped safe, but it can be armed. All you have to do is pull a couple of wires. Now, the thing we want to get across is don't touch the bomb. Don't move it another inch. Just yell for help and we'll have an expert there, but quick.
All right, right away, radio and TV. Then door to door, starting at the edge of the drop area.
We're working on that, picking the houses off an aerial photo. We won't miss any.
Good. And Steve, you better get ready for company. The reporters will be out there, and I'll probably be there myself.
Do that, we'll have an ordnance man standing by to show you what we're up against. How about it, Willie? What's the order of march?
I'd say Cornfire Road first. There are only about 4 houses on it, but it's closest to our fence. Then Walnut, then Elm.
Lucky for you, we needed a wagon. We got a rule we don't take little kids in our club, but we're gonna make exception in your case.
And Connie, you helped us.
Now you gotta keep all the secrets, and you can't tell anybody what goes on inside the clubhouse. No matter what. Not even if your old man spanks you. You can't tell anybody.
You want me to get the book and the pen?
Well, no. Tomorrow's time enough. We gotta get this thing inside.
This is an exact duplicate of the bomb we're hunting, complete except for the explosive. The nose and tail fuse are the same. Now, this is the arming wire. As long as it's in place as it is now, the fuses can't detonate. Now, this ring snaps into a fitting under the bomb rack. When the bomb leaves the rack, the wire stays with the aircraft and the bomb explodes on contact with the target. Now, sometimes you want to get rid of a bomb, but you don't want it to explode. So you trip what we call the arm switch to safe, and the wire goes with the bomb. Now, Colonel Kenyon put the bomb in the drop area this morning, put it in their safe. The wire went with the bomb. The trouble is, we can't be sure how long it's going to stay there.
So?
Well, we may not have to worry about the nose fuse. The impact of its landing unarmed could have made it inoperable. Here's the nightmare. Now, this one probably didn't get much more than scratched. Now, in theory, as long as the wire's in place, it's safe as a church. You can bend it, bite it, kick it, nothing happens. Now, the way it's designed, the wire comes out when it leaves the rack. The wind spins the propeller. Doesn't have to be the wind. You can do it by hand. After enough turns,
What was that? What happened?
it's the warnings built in for guys who handle these things on the ground. Well, it's armed now. It's ready. When a normal drop, the impact of the landing snaps the firing pin forward, and up she goes. Doesn't take much. Half-pound thrust will do it.
Half-pound?
About as much as you use to swat a fly. Like so. Now, if this was the bomb the colonel put in the drop area this morning, we wouldn't be here now. Neither would the building.
We better find that bomb.
Again, the bomb is extremely dangerous. Explosion and the loss of life can result from the most cautious handling. Please, if you see the bomb, do not touch it or allow anyone else to do so. If you know or suspect you know of the bomb's whereabouts, get in touch with police or Air Force headquarters at once. Now back to our program.
The rugged beauty of the Canadian Rockies is unrivaled anywhere.
Raymond, what you doing?
Drinking my milk and eating my sandwich like you told me.
Lakes of the deepest blue.
Lakes. Who needs them? Raymond, what else you doing?
Nothing.
Come here, Raymond. How many cookies did you take?
Just a few for the kids.
Just a few. The way you go through cookies, it's a good thing Grandma has a factory. If it isn't one thing, it's six. You be sure to be home in time to be washed up for dinner, you hear?
Sure, Mom.
I was coming as fast as I could. You didn't have to ring twice.
I'm sorry, this is quite urgent. We're hunting a bomb that was taken from the Big Thunder disposal area, apparently by 2 or more boys.
A bomb?
Yes, ma'am. It's about 4 feet long, a foot in diameter, painted yellow with a bright red stripe.
What'd you expect me to do?
You have a basketball backboard on your garage. I presume you have a son? Would you tell him, please, that the bomb is very dangerous? If he sees it, he's not to touch it. If he knows where it is or who has it, he's to call the police at once.
I'll tell him. You know what I think? Pretty careless of the Air Force. Can't keep track of their bombs.
You should have got some tools when you went home for lunch.
You didn't tell me tools, just cookies.
Well, your house is the closest.
You know what happened last time? We lost a drill. Dad said he'd warm my pants if I used his tools again.
If my dad had tools, I'd get them. Only he don't like tools. Only golf. Honest, we'll be real careful.
All right.
And get a hammer and pliers and a screwdriver. You better get a hacksaw, too.
No, nothing.
We've knocked on 100 doors. Hagedorn and his men have hit twice that many more.
Not to mention TV and radio.
And haven't come up with lead one. Took a crew of them to move that bomb. Somebody should have seen him. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they hit it. Sure, that's what they do. Willie, what'd you do with the stuff you swiped when you were a kid?
As an officer and a gentleman, I think I'll ignore that question.
No, I mean apples, grapes, potato stuff.
Oh, that
like
kind of stuff. Well, I was a watermelon man myself. We had a tree house. Hey, I see what you're getting at. They dragged the bomb to a hideout.
Yeah, we had a cave, buried treasure, pieces of 8, kind of come on the tops of pop bottles. That thing goes off in the cave, it'll take a steam shovel for the cleanup.
Cut it out, will you, Steve? Let's go back and ask the people where Junior's eating his watermelon these days.
And get Boole on the radio. He's standing by at the base. I have a sudden feeling he's much too far away.
Hello, Big Thunder Tower. This is Major Williston. I want a message to pass on to Sergeant Fuller.
Raymond? Where do you think you're going with that box of tools? What did your father tell you about his tools?
He told me not to touch him.
He told you he'd spank you if you did. All right, young man, you march right up into your room and wait for him.
Oh, Mom, please.
Not another word out of you. Get going. Shame on you.
Hey, you know something? This unscrews. The whole thing.
We knock on every door again. This time we ask if the kids have a cave or a shack or any other special place they play. Oh, you can lend a hand too, Sergeant. Drive the Jeep and stay abreast of us.
Busted, I guess. It don't seem to turn easy.
My toolbox in another garage.
Your son put it there.
I thought I told him to keep his hands off my tools.
You did. That's why I sent him to his room. He's waiting for you.
What am I supposed to do?
You promised him a spanking.
Saturday afternoon. All I want's a couple of beers and watch the ball game on TV. No, I gotta discipline Ray.
Well, you're his father.
You know, one thing I noticed, he gets a good report card, he's your son, but when he gets in trouble, he's mine. So I might as well go up and see my son, get it over with. Ray? Ray? He's not in there. Window's open, he's gone. Got into him, he never did anything like that before.
Please do not touch the bomb. Call police headquarters at once.
Bomb? What's he talking about?
Oh, somebody swiped a bomb. Some soldiers were here looking for it this morning.
Soldiers? Oh, you mean the Air Force? They were down the block just now. Mary, was Ray taking those tools away from the house?
Till I stopped him, he was.
Operator? Operator, get me the police.
What's this?
If you'd have brought some pliers, we could have cut it.
I told you, I had the whole box, but Mom took them away from me. So who needs pliers?
The shack's down there on the flat.
How far?
Oh, I don't know, 100 yards, 200. There's a path along here someplace. I was only out here once before. That was a long time ago.
This wouldn't have happened if you'd shown more interest.
There's a shack.
My Raymond's in there. I'm going in after him. You can't stop me. I'll scream.
Mr. Moore, will you please keep your wife quiet?
Let me go.
Last thing we need is a screaming panic on our hands.
Mary, you heard me.
I wasn't going
up.
for Raymond.
Major, get him to cover. Keep him there.
You heard the colonel. Come on, let's move. This way, come on.
That shack looks awfully small.
First rule when you're messing with bombs, don't jiggle anybody's elbow.
Come on, Sergeant, let's go.
We'll wait here, Mrs. Moore.
Don't anybody move till I say move. Everybody stiff as statues. Got that? Now tell me, did you turn that propeller?
Yeah, I turned it.
What happened?
Stuff fell out.
How far did you turn it after that?
I don't know.
Now listen, kid. This is the most important thing you'll ever have to do in your whole life. You hang on to that propeller. Don't move it even a whisper. Got that?
I'll try.
You gotta do better than that. You gotta do it. All right, kid, you first. Crawl past me out the door. But slow and easy. Whatever you do, don't touch him. You next, son.
Can I let go now?
Not now. Just hang on, you're doing fine. Now. Now you can let go. Out you go, boy. I'll follow you.
Gee, I'm sorry, mister. I didn't mean to.
Sergeant Bula?
Okay. My hair ain't white. It's never gonna be.
We don't have to worry about that one. We pulled her teeth.
Raymond! Raymond! Oh, Raymond, I thought I would never see you again. Are you all right, honey?
I'm okay.
You little devil, you. Scare me to death, will you? I'll turn you over my knee. That's what I should do.
For heaven's sakes.
Come on, son. You and your henchmen are going to take a quick trip to juvenile hall.
Why? What for? They haven't done anything.
Look, lady, these kids just trespassed on government-restricted property. Oh, never mind. I'll let the judge explain it. Come on, boys.
Well, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life.
A salute to the Air Force men of America.